We are back at the... Oh, no, stop. Don't go that way. I accidentally clicked to send my ship to the other side of the freaking galaxy. We are back at it with some more Rogue Trader. We're gonna go talk to the... What's his name again? We're gonna go talk to the guy who's losing the rebellion. That's what I remember. But we got Cabela. We like her, and I like Cassio, who started the romance with her. I just can't have that many people in my group who are psychers. What's his name? Governor Medina. There he is. Greetings again, your lordship. Then the governor notices Cabela's closing his eyes go wide. He adds softly and cautiously, "This woman, she is your bodyguard, I presume. Or is she here to... I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretic's designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way but my plans or yours. With the Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We are witnessing the final days of the uprising. I've already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. They transfer to your ship to begin any moment now. I'd also like to salute the savior of Reichad Minoris and have already given the order for celebration to be held in your honor. We will mark your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor, and as befits a hero who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you've concluded your business and we are ready for the Triumph to begin. Yeah, sure. Excellent. We will see you at the square then. May the light of the throne be with you.
The Divine watches over us.
That's right. I have imagined this is gonna have something bad happen that's gonna start the next bit, because I think I'm out of like the big quests. Master of Ceremonies. Your Lordship, Peerless Lord Von Valancius, I am the Master of Ceremonies of Reichad Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary. You will take the road, now familiar to you, from here to the starport. You'll be accompanied by your comrades in arms and a guard of honor. The body of a heretic known as the Prophet Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. The stop is planned in the middle of the road. Their grateful citizens will rush towards you, praising you with their salutation. Not to worry, this is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of the grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens vetted by us, members of the military. Young people, attractive and physically fit, a few healthy children. Once they have said their praise, the procession will move on. Governor Medina will await you by the starport. It is also where the pyre has been built for burning the body of the heretic known as Aurora. You'll be handed a flamer blessed by a representative of the ecclesiarchy. You can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable alliance between House of Valantis and House Winterscale, it will be fitting to pass the honor of the burning to Governor Medina. However, the choice is yours. Of course, your lordship. You gotta do the grandstanding when you grandstand.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, they got me a tank. Oh, cutscene. Why are you huddled together? Can't see a thing from back here. Glory to Redeemer, and glory to the Von Valancius. Actual Rogue Trader. That's right, it's me. Oh, that lady was talking about Abelard. Abelard, you're famous. Hey, Prismatic Queen, thanks for the follow. Make way, let's greet the hero. A small group of festively dressed people rush towards you. You chose for a group of planted adulterers to approach you. Oh, that's right, I did choose for the party.
Grovel before the faithful.
Your Emperor won't save you!
I can't allow myself to do this.
I am a navigator, not a...
Guided by faith! I'll do it. Follow my lead!
Death comes in silence. I shall not come. The other side awaits.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed, as thou hast willed.
As the tenets demand, death is a blessing. The shadows will come. The other side awaits. Trust me, death is a blessing. I shall not fail. Trust me, come. The other side awaits. As honor or death, killing brings me no pleasure.
Death to non-believers!
Moving out!
Out of my way!
You're everything with unshakable faith.
Running binaric override. The scriptural prophecy of Messiah condemns you.
My faith strengthens me. I serve the ruinous powers. Death to the weak. Break them all. Stay vigilant.
in the will of the righteous.
Trust me. Come. The other side awaits. Death is a blessing.
The Emperor commands. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us. I will not be deterred. I cannot comply.
Do not dare ask.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Doubt is for the weak.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. At your beck and call.
I must not falter.
I am your blade and shield. As honor comes, the other side awaits.
Weather the storm.
My great works, masters!
Running binary override.
Brace yourself, Avalon!
Death cannot be
Know your place.
out of my way!
Such is the will of chaos.
I've suffered worse.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Mortal flesh means nothing. Rejoice in service!
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
to dust!
Follow my lead.
A dance of blades and shadows. Trust me, death is a blessing.
Follow my lead.
The old Messiah knows.
My ears are ringing.
I will not die in dishonor.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Dare you!
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
How long have I been muted? Have I been muted this whole time? I'm gonna be so annoyed. I think I was. Fuck. You think you had one enemy line? He vanquished Twilight, he cut down Aurora, but she was only one of us, you hear me? In the depths of cold, dead stone from his prison of cold metal, he will rise, the hour is nigh. You don't know that.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I'm hoping I just muted to take a drink at one
The
point.
impure cannot
That's okay.
escape their fate.
Surrender to the dark!
Oh, a Chaos Spawn.
Death to the weak! Chaos guides me! Chaos guides me!
I bring mercy and retribution. I shall not go by the web. The shadows will see it done.
Oh, that's a lot of them down there.
It will be done. I will do like you. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Death to non-believers! Out of my way!
There is only death.
I serve the ruinous powers!
I've suffered worse.
Death to the weak!
They're bleeding. She dodged towards the fire, very smart. He just missed everything.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Indeed. Target well struck.
Remember when I thought I had lost a character to a Chaos Spawn in the beginning? I don't think that's going to be a problem for much of this game.
My vow is to serve. Running by Nerrick own right.
May the Divine's will be done. And so it shall be done.
Go with the fire. But Pascal. Pascal, take another
The
shot.
Emperor commands.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Oh, 95% chance and you roll a 1. Pascal, please. Alright. Get there.
I'll do it.
That one.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Good.
Chaos guides me.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Death comes in silence. Let your soul be purged. As the tenet.
Injured! I'm enraged!
High momentum.
No, keep that for now.
I took care of this one. At your beck and call.
Chaos guides me.
My armor is contempt.
Death to non-believers. I will do.
Good luck with that.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Okay, who do I want to have another turn? Actually, probably.
I'm not accustomed to
Try
being
this.
ordered around. If I may,
Actions will speak louder than words.
Start with that.
isn't this a job for the serfs?
Not this one. This is a job for us.
The old Messiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow, I venerate you, machine spirit.
Okay, that did hit.
Running binary override.
And so shall it be done. I won't suffer this. I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! Power resides in the will of the righteous! I'll do it! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I am your blade and shield. Let your soul be purged. Trust me.
I bring ruin.
That's not a lot of damage.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
You got this, Abelard.
I will do my duty.
It parried you? Abelard.
At your beck and call. For von Valentius! It will be done. Indeed. Reduce to dust.
That's right.
At your beck and call.
And
Follow my lead.
right there.
Out of my way!
Good luck.
I serve the ruinous powers! I serve the ruinous powers!
Right.
Emperor, give me strength. I am enough.
Pop his head.
I'm afraid not.
Request approved. Running binary desire condemns you.
Actions will speak louder than words. I can't allow myself to do this.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, that'll do it.
As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits.
Where's the other person?
Your violent way has
there we go.
failed you.
I'd already called them dead in my head that I didn't remember they were going to die on their turn.
The Divine watches over us.
They're coming, one following in the other's footsteps, the aurora of the morning and the aurora of the evening. Aurora of the morning and the aurora of the evening.
The anarchy of the Starport
Another level
will
up.
distress the hallowed machine spirits of the Voidcraft, rendering them deaf to all litanies of placation. The shuttle we used for the evacuation must be handled with caution.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I gave them. That one. That one. Heal to full. That's a pretty important move, it feels like.
With all due respect to your faith, Hanan, if we find a working shuttle, we will worry about restoring the machine spirit's equilibrium once we're back on board our ship.
I will cast you into eternal darkness.
I'll turn you into corpse starch. Here we go.
Righteous have come to take all that we have from us. Let us stand united, my brethren.
Rejoice in battle!
I'll do it. Eradicated.
Still got two.
Hold on.
My ears are ringing.
Let's get to it.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Out of my way.
A dance of blades and shadows. Watch out.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. We should deal with this.
Jesus.
My enemies will be crushed like dust beneath my feet. And so shall it be done.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve.
Get rid of that.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
Stout is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Let's make it quick.
Reading damage to bulk.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me.
Let's get to it.
Death comes in silence.
An expected result. My place is at the fore. Experience. Nothing matters more.
Your end is nigh.
Running binaric override. Function successfully terminated.
Guided by faith.
Here we go.
I've suffered worse.
As honor ordains.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is one fewer target.
Know your duty.
Fighting my way back to my shuttle. The stench of Sea-Line and blood blankets at the starport. Echoes of shouts of gunfire drift over the landing pads. The shards of plexiglass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Major amid the crowd huddled next to the shuttles. He was a soldier who greeted you upon your arrival on Rykad Minoris. A group of bloodied and frightened people was wedged between Malgar's wardens and the shuds. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and the members of his high-ranking entourage. The expensive attire has been torn in the fight, many bear wounds left by bayonets. Some nobles are paralyzed with fear, while others have succumbed to despair. 2 corpses are lying on the ground with their arms outstretched. Black blood is poured under one of them. The other skull has been split open like a nut, circled by a pinkish crimson halo, blood splinters and bits of brain matter. The sergeant spread around the face whose face of twin McGregor's. Our esteemed governors, game and cronies, have been carrying behind us, and now, when things get rough, they thought they could scarp her, leave us here to die. We shed our blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him. And after all this, you think that's fair, you piece of grok shit? Malkar stumbled on his the governor in the chest, causing the dormants on the governor's uniform to jingle in unison. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond when his head explodes. His body falls limp to the side, his remaining eyes staring forward. Most of the lowest grades cannot drown out the Sarge's pitiful whisper. Enough, you've said your piece. For generations upon generations, the nobles of this world care for Reich and Menors, ensure the prosperity of its inhabitants. This is your gratitude, peasant? For killing a nobleman, you deserve to be executed where you stand. My mentor was right, the realm will truly have no honor. Madness, punishable by death. That comes from deep within the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the concrete, raising an unpleasant tremor in your bones.
You thought you had killed all false
Just a Chaos Space Marine.
For I am Aurora. I am the Herald of Change. Behold the final dawn and die!
Ornate Space Marine.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Death to the false emperor.
What are the chances he goes first? I guess high. Oh, he takes up a 4. A 2x2.
Feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Through pain and hardship,
Killing your
we
cultists.
prove our devotion.
A powerful kick indeed. Fuck, you booted her.
I shall not fail. As the spirits demand.
Share the Emperor's blood. Arc sacrilege. Mine shall be a worthy death.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
No. Don't do that.
Hold on! Let's get to it!
Okay. Ooh.
I'm not
You need to
accustomed
go.
to being ordered around.
Alright.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Yeah.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Let's spread out a little bit. Raid boss.
At your beck and call. It will be done. I will do my duty.
Show me what you've got.
Don't frighten me.
The Emperor commands. And so it shall be done.
Your soul be purged. Caught by
Lick him
the
to death.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Alright.
Running binaric override.
That's Train's
Fruitful
exploits.
prognosis is favorable.
Get rid of that guy.
aim for the heart next time.
Oh, Abelard blocking the Chaos Space Marine. What a guy.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. My blade whispers your name. The shadow. Let your soul be purged.
Get back. Alright. Clearing chaff.
Doubt is for the weak. Sure cannot escape
fuck off.
their fate. Rejoice in battle. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright, and...
Emperor, deliver us!
Okay. Who needs to go? Pascal,
I'll
go
show
again.
you why navigators are feared.
Request approved. Running binaric override.
Yeah, that'll do it. Get rid of that guy.
Request approved.
That is foolishness. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
At your beck and call.
There we go. Really peel the armor off that guy.
Victory is imminent. Indeed. I will do like you. It will be done.
Abelard, bring me his naked.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Alright, stop hitting her.
I cannot comply. I won't suffer this. I will not be deterred.
Combat is an equation. Your life is a negligible variable. Function successfully terminated.
Not even a problem. because we're blazing raging crimson. Thank the Emperor that our souls are unburnt. Praise be to Yon the Cyberman, it's testing the statistical miracle and invalidating an unfavorable tactical protocol. Just killing, you know, Chaos, Space Marine, Corn. No problem. Why did someone just get stabbed? Thanks be to the Emperor you are alive, your lordship. We are most gratified by your return and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders we have. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun, black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star and then... My apologies, but I struggle to find the word that could describe that terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Drukari. You see Avalard's expression change as if a shadow has fallen over. He rose his temple wearily. If we did not have enough troubles on our hands already. Abrida the Eldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ship matches the descriptions provided by the Boxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Drukari are blind on the face of the galaxy, but the technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. And many of those creations are capable of things that seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. We can rule out that possibility. The Drukari would never ally themselves with the archenemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing that humanity's sins have in common, it would be a shared loathing for warp corruption. Heinrich glances around. The situation calls for immediate action, Ignatius. We can continue this conversation later if you will, but right now, I believe you should assume command. The Gyre Sanctum is no longer empty, but the warp engine has still refused to obey the agency now that we cannot perform a work shock. That's called Swiss Fox. Angel it may be angry, or perhaps is lamenting the injuries it has suffered. I will immediately initiate preparation for a prayer service. If the Omnicide grants me comprehension, I will fuse the machine spirit of the visitor. Our auger operators are reporting numerous uprisings and other manifestations of the archenemy's powers at various locations on the planet. Based on the fragments of communications picked up by our Vox operators, there's practically no resistance being offered by the governor's forces. Millions of people are converting to the blasphemous Final Dawn cult en masse and assembling in prayer circles. I fear that Right Cap Minoris is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute. We must leave the system as soon as possible. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy and who are worthy of rescue. Besides the small number of our own shuttle, we also have the shuttle salvaged from the starport. The archives of the sister Battle Flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving the people of a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted this saint and followers up to the sky away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all our efforts to saving those who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the Holy Relic, the miraculous fusion reactor, and the electric piece who guard and tend to it. Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk. Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Reich and Minoris. The Von Valantius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish. And so lamentable though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. Eric's eyes, like two deep, dark pools, are resolutely fixed on you. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was the final nudge towards death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had surrendered to the servants of the archenemy and permitted corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are dying down before those who promise them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos, a sacrifice great enough to bring forth the demon world. Our only hopes of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct targeted bombing of the Lecture Priest Monastery. If we blow up the reactor, the thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate worse than death, and we will save Rykat Minors from becoming an outpost of the archenemy. Only death can rescue these people. The Undying One has reached out his hand to this world. It is time for him to reap his harvest. We must not reject his design, lest millions of names never reach him and instead perish in the depths of the Imperium. Death is a mercy, Domin. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is verging in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from Earth orbit, as do I see the storm that is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows ever more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the worst turbulent cortex. I want the lady on this. Enough of the talking. We need to get out of here while we still can. Yes, Lord Captain, I will immediately inform the navigation artillery decks. The right choice, Lord Captain. May the sacred exterminatus cleanse this veil of corruption. Sorry, Pascal. The bridge is in upheaval. The Technomat's prayers mixed together in a senseless cacophony will serve occasionally to remove a hard crust of sacred unguents from the warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal with the data slate glitched and seemingly disconnected from the flurry. Thank you, your lordship. You are right. Technomods heed my instruction. The man immediately subsides and the crew's actions fall into some indiscernible logic. The Omnicide servants are working in sync and the binary clamor becomes a symphony of reports voyage the Magnus coordinates like a skillful conductor. The Omnicide guides me. Prayers of the temporary surrounding cogitator will drown out the sounds of the bustling bridge built behind you. Pascal, poring intently over the data slates, extends a mechadendrite towards you. Please, take your place at the cogitator. The huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of bits green and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights and almost rush of symbols and digits on the green background make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson confronted with the magnitude of the omnicized creation. Among the numerous controls, you see the mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same as the gate of the Warren Chamber. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense instrumentation for the liturgy of machine spirit propitiation. Senior technomats recite the prayer to generate a current data report. Operations will be marked with the campaign logical protocol. Omnissiah rejoice. I must inform you that your purposes for safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating of its data to the Smith blessings are required. If this is not done, then at launch the volume of aggregate calculation errors could result in the destruction of the data crypts. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure. Pascal looks at data, a minor deviation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. Place your hand inside the throat of the Cogitator Guardian, the Cyber Gargoyle, which has been assigned to guard the forbidden data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. But we will offer our prayers so that we bypass the protective protocol for defective connections and launch the warp sextant. The laws of the Omnicide know no exceptions, and so in this ritual, I will remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit into whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, and we may receive his blessing. Jaw clamps down on you, breaking your delicate corporeal sheath and releasing warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image on the vid screen before you changes. Connecting point 1, point 2, point 3. Comp, stab, true, log string check, inish, stab. Lord Captain, please, you will hang the machine spirit before we have removed the restriction. The sound of your voice, a conjurer whose bronze brown skeleton is built into the conjurer house shudders with the screeching skull rotates toward you and then it stops in episode. Benevolent code. A voice receptor. I hypothesize that the defect is located in the analyzer block. I register a reaction to the signal, but no processed response. A temporary override is permissible. The shell is created on a forge world unknown to me, initiating standard invocation of the machine spirit. When the cognitive screen turns red, Pascal sees it and raises his hand, signaling the rest of the text spree. Someone draws a connector from its sleeve and connects it to the machine. Servants of the Omnissiah, make now the offering of cleansed data crypts to machine spirits so they may be filled with their true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. In meek solemnity, the acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred unguents, Pascal inserts them into the cogitator slot. Your head begins to spin from the holy censers, foul-smelling smoke, clouds of smoke, and from the loss of the blood that the cyber ergo continues to drink from you. And the world swims before your eyes. Let this awaken in renewed purity. Pascal enters the sequence command and raises his head, watches, but suddenly he stops dead. No, his fingers fly over the commander and ending command after command. His mechadendra click it pull out one lever after another. The vid screen's filled with strange signals. After a few seconds, one of the day crypt mounted begin to emit sparks. A moment later, another crypt does the same. The next burst, the flame and guilt around you, the Omnissiah starts to break off from the pair, and some burst into frantic pleading. The massive errors in the warp section calculations destroyed in the data repository. The offering did not appease the ship sphere. The warp engine cannot be filled with the motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternative rising protocol, or emergency locks in the auxiliary coils. Are filled with more and more shrink. The monitor in front of you blinks and the static image Pascal's too engrossed. The cardisters creak quietly in strikes. The sound is drowned out by a banana can of the tapping of command hymns. Injury, rescue, query. Pascal echoes your sentence with the triumph sounds of a binary hymn. Pascal's next vote goes unsynthesized as sees the bit screens begin to stabilize one after another. The strings frenetically galloping across the green background replace with stable images or regularly updating cyber reports. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. Registering. Warp section activated. Data stream stabilizing. Zero data errors found. The warp engine is ready for translation. Most reporting evidence indicating Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its function and defiance of the activation. Lord Captain Raver here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier. Just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and ready to go. We are ready to begin the translation to the warp, your lordship. Start. Waiting for you to ascend to the captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Ugh. You ever commit exterminatus unsanctioned? I think I just did.
Valencia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the void shift plunged deeper into the Corona's expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty. Theodora von Valancius. Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Okay. 3 profit factor gains. I've completed chapter 1! We blew up a planet and we had a funeral. Appropriate. Lord Captain, allow me to report our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Arcelia informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate to real space in the Furbundus system. Furbundus. The Lady Navigator pilots are waiting for your permission to begin. The Furbundus system is home to Footfall, the only Imperium outpost with a functioning war from the Coronis expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and to allow the servants of the Omnicide to inspect and heal the void ship's wound in the dog. The prayers and rituals will take some time, which our astropathic choir, powerful psychic who can send or receive messages through. Oh, that's right. Will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your protectorate. Dargonis, Janus, and Kiava Gamma. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Immaterium. The Legion of Football has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible. Football, a place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in talking to you all as well, Ignatius. I will be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Football, Ignatius. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. I have hereby informed the rogue trader that during a comprehensive system inspection raid, this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cogitary that are concealed from prying eyes by means of a personal cipher and a sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Ignatius has been added to the access list and assigned to the identifier Keeper 2. The unit can access data from the captain's cogitary provided he possesses the encryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity. The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall and no further. I dare not take advantage of genealogy and patience any more than I already have. You just looking up lights, my interrogator of the Inquisition seldom gets to hear such words. Thank you for hospitality. I will not forget it. He is head of the Drusian mission on Footfall and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Saint Drusus, legendary hero of the Incuban Crusade who founded the Calixus sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant of the Emperor to do. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Wish you to have me aboard your void ship or request that we meet with Reverend Hieronymus. The shed blood has washed away the taint from our bodies. It is only right that we now wash our souls with the blessings of the servant of the Undying One. The Drusians, like the Bloodsworn Web, are devoted to asceticism, rejecting wealth and luxury and surrendering themselves to his service. Though their threat is different from ours, the first spinner spoke of them with respect. Furbundus is valuable due to its close proximity to the mall, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known for Football, the main base for merchants, privateers, and rogue traders traversing the Coronis expanse. Additionally, the star itself is orbited by an Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off-limits. Altar Templin Calixus Extension 17. I have the honor of tending to the shrine for a few thousand cycles. I suggest you abstain from visiting it, as most tech comrades at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. Ladam Takar is a very peculiar young man. Consider your conversation a baptism of fire in Football's political arena. Such things are not spoken out loud, but Liege Takar is the appointee of the Casablanca mission, the largest robber-baron crime syndicate in the Calixus sector. They specialize in the coal trade, the buying and selling of all kinds of Stenos rubbish. Football was previously run by a liege who did business with several criminal factions at once, but he suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked up by Vladimir Takaro, whose appointment benefits not only the Casablanca, but also their most powerful ally in the Cronus Expanse, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. Vladimir is a slippery yet very cautious fellow. He does not usually beat around the bush and does not play mind games. Perhaps more importantly, he is no fool. Fools do not rise as high in the Casablanca hierarchy. Keep all your considerable power. Keep all this in mind. You are a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen cases where the Casablanca barons cross swords with rogue traders and emerge victorious. Do not forget that. Remain vigilant. Casablanca file tech thieves. Not you personally. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader von Valancius dynasty. Takar does not know about Lady Theodora's death and is simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. My gut is telling you that something must be very wrong on football for our astropath manager to reach such strong emotion in such an anodyne message. No information, Lord Captain. Broadcast from the football astropathic choir was the only missive Master Zachary has received. Let's go. Magnus began issuing instructions. The master ship appears to change with their every word. The bridge is set in motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the ship to real space. A measure of chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Lady Shakar will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock. Besides, he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. He will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can arrive with the proper or choose to visit incognito. According to football's unwritten laws, rogue traders enjoy special privileges that exceed even the power of the liege. However, they may not choose to exercise privileges in certain situations. I shall explain if you don't. As per the unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the liege's decision, but there's a catch. The Coronis Expanse is home to several influential rogue trainer dynasties. Football is where their interests intersect. Of course, it does not prevent certain purpose settings, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling the strings on football. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with an official landing in a parade in your honor, the other dynasties as a newcomer challenging their spheres of influence. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Corda will be put on her guard, but you've just risen to prominence. Most people in Coronis Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. Must be made clear that the honor of von Valancius soars however. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to serve its weakness and burden of power, but right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way your arrival will not draw much attention, though people will treat you as a person and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the Emperor. Try to turn some situations to your advantage. Oh, do I want pomp and circumstance? My last pomp and circumstance didn't go well. Lots of people died in that pomp, and it was not a good circumstance. I will go incognito. It will be done. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. I leveled up. Frontline leader, defensive support, temporary wounds, absorbing attack, and attack redirection. This doesn't quite sound like me, but let's take a look. Okay. The Vanguard attacks each enemy that attacks the Vanguard as allies. No, this ain't it. Always in the thick of battle, using their leadership and combat prowesses, master technicians are able to harness the momentum of their party to enhance the combat effectiveness of their allies and themselves. Scaling with party success, long-term single target buffs, momentum, versatility. Ugh. The next attack to deal 4% additional damage for every stack of tactical advantage the master technician has and loses half of their stack. Gains +1 stack for every 5 momentum gained by the tactician or their allies, equal to their FEL bonus. Fellowship bonus. I have good fellowship. Selects a 3x3 zone on the battlefield. All allies, including the master tactician that have line of sight to enemies inside the selected zone, make an immediate single attack against a random enemy within the zone that they can target with their weapons. Until the beginning of the master tactician's next turn, all allies that attacked as part of the last volley suffer a -20 penalty, while the master tactician's fellowship is reduced by -40 until the end of combat. Allies that have line of sight, it's to make it means to attack with that they can target with their weapons. Oh, that's the difference between desperate measures and an orchestrated firestorm. Okay. Fellowship, ballistic skills, persuasion, Medicaid. Master battlefield positioning for themselves and their allies. The Grand Strategist is able to increase the battle effectiveness of their party by designating and strengthening important parts of the battlefield. Control buffs, unique utility, enemy debuffs. Frontline, backline, and rear. All 3 areas can be created in 1 turn, and the following rounds, only one of them. Good lord, this is a lot. Only one of them can be created. All areas can be moved with the corresponding abilities and cannot overlap. There are 2 more strategists to combat for the highest intelligence and fellowship bonuses. There cannot be more than 1 frontline, backline, or rear on the battlefield. Franchise always acts first in combat. Chooses 1 combat tactics area. Every ally inside of the area gains an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP at the start of the Grand Strategist's turn. For every enemy that was killed in the selected combat tactics area, this AP is increased by +1 up to a maximum of 3, and MP by +2 up to a maximum of 6. Jesus. Every ally inside the area gains an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP at the start of Grand Strategist's next turn, except that my movement points are reduced to 1. Fellowship and intelligence, persuasion and lore. I guess I don't really know how, like, I guess I choose an area, and once I choose an area within an area, those people die, then these effects take place. That doesn't seem great. That seems pretty good, but I think we go Grand Strategist. No. Just... The assassin hits an opening to deal an additional 10% of target's wounds. Attack cannot miss. It deals 50% more damage. It also deals additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. Dodge, dodge reduction, armor penetration, and parry reduction are doubled for this attack. I will have you be our master tactician. Wait, no. What did I pick for you? Grand strategist. Yeah, you'll be our master tactician. That way I get both, and I can know if I made a mistake. Alright, mark any enemy in combat as prey. Whenever the bounty kills target, they gain a stackable bonus until the end of combat. The bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier. Draw an enemy on the enemy's icon. 25% of the bounty hunter's maximum wounds is temporary. Critical damage and critical hit chance until the end of combat, both of the above. Bounty of the prey has 3 charges at the start. Bounty hunter simultaneously makes several attacks. The number of attacks equal to the number of prey in combat. These attacks are equally divided among all prey in the bounty hunter's line of sight. The attacks always hit and always score crits. That seems pretty good. Yeah. You're my bounty hunter. I am the dog, the big bad dog. Okay. You didn't even have Psyker Minoris? I don't know what to make you. I guess also? I don't know. Indira, you're all over the place. Go take a bath. Yes, to see me, Duman. Did you wish to learn more of the cult rites? Since you are in the water, I could teach you to rare discipline of bloodstone web known as controlled self-drowning. Few received this water. With water being so precious on the ship, still it has opened my minds to really truths. To many truths. Close your eyes and trust me. Reject your fear and remember, you have carried death within you since birth. This ritual is simply a meeting between you and your oldest friend. Put your hands around your neck and Julian pushes you under the water. As your lung starts to burn, she pulls you back to the surface, allowing you to take a single breath of air before she begins to drown you again. The process repeats several times as she holds you beneath the surface a little longer with each plunge. The fourth descent lasts an eternity, but her hands prevent you from resurfacing. Oh, I failed the willpower. You're unprepared. Feel the life breathing in your veins. Rest. Damn it. Oh well, at least I took a bath. Lord Captain, excuse me. Getting reports of several ships moving towards us, judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails, and the generally shows a trail of micro batteries. They're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. All stations get ready for combat. The enemy battles in space work quite differently from one another. Acceleration zone, mid zone, movement. Ships travel at high speed, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move at certain distances each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed this minimum required distance upon entering the end movement zone. Once you do, you'll see a hologram. I think actually, let's go this way. Arsenal weapons and offer you vital way. The ship can attack with each of the weapons once per turn. None of these can be fired as the ship moves, as attacking does not end the ship's movement. Each of your weapons has a separate action on the panel at the bottom of the screen. You can click on the icon to view the firing art. Select an attack option on the panel to screen to it, then click left mouse button. Each turn you can use each of the ship's attacks once. Some ships are protected by shields. You must first pierce their shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's inside, 1 protect its bow, 1 its stern. When facing an enemy equipped with shields, choose your angle, attack wisely, and direct your fire at the side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. Shields recover each round. If enemy attacks you from a side where your shields are weakened, the ship will take damage. Do not recover at the start of the turn, instead they can be restored by using the restart shields action. Restarting the shield reduces the flagship's combat efficiency. On its next turn, it will have reduced movement speed and firing. You bastard. Just out. Attacks and damage your ship's hull. The damage remains after the battle's over, must be repaired. To make repairs to your ship, scrap to repair and restore its hull. Scrap can be found while exploring star system, collected after certain space battles, or purchased from merchants. Yes. He said don't go there, they can't be bothered. We might go to them at some point. Your Lordship, forgive me for not working with the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you prefer to arrive on football incognito, so we're trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'll be here on behalf of the Legion of Footfall, Lord Vladian Takara. The Legion waits for the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you have no other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-colored scattering of worlds to welcome, far less appealing cues lurk, murky and diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Of course, your lordship, please follow. She doesn't get to finish it.
How's this for a warm welcome?
I will cast you into eternal darkness!
I will take you down.
Oh, the new abilities. All allies gain 13% cover efficiency and 20% dodge reduction. Oh, against their stuff. Alright, back line. Front line. All allies gain 13% bonus armor and all enemies suffer 17% more damage from any source. Let's go mark that.
And so
there.
shall it be done.
Ah.
Actions will speak louder than words. Another step towards our ultimate victory. Rejoice in service.
Out of my way. Let's make it quick.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. The navigator's might.
Yeah, you really don't want to taste the navigator's might.
Let's get to it.
Someone. Emperor, protect me.
Thanks for just blowing up your own guy, I guess.
Here we go.
I've suffered worse.
As honor or death, my blade whispers your name. Trust me. Let your death is a blessing. As honor or death.
As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
We pop that first. Hello.
Hold on.
Get to it.
Out of our way.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me.
That's not the Seneschal's job. A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call. Indeed, I took care of this one. No matter the cost! At your beck and call. One fewer target. Follow my lead.
Abelard.
Victory is imminent. Dominance achieved! My place is at the fore. It will be done.
Advancing. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. Request to put the Omniscient condemned.
Double kill. I should have marked. New abilities, still figuring stuff out.
I can't allow myself to do this. The Emperor commands. I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. Reduced to dust! I will do my duty. It will be done.
Come on.
Victory is imminent.
Wow, all three, huh? It's okay, Abelard, everybody's gotta have a weakness. Yours is just with guns.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Emperor, protect me. They killed. Your lordship, these guys are Anvers. They're gang. They're the worst. I'm telling you, they're scared of no one, not even Liege Takara. Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often. Unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting someone. They're wicked heretics. They respect follow. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. They killed the Liege representative. Abelard. You are my vanguard. That's just who you are. That's not even like a haha tee-hee thing. Ballistic skill, weapon skill. Yeah, I think you're also my bounty hunter. The Arch-Militant is all about swapping weapons around, but I really have her with 2 guns. Alright. Equipment. Oh, I gotta remember, I have that 2-hander. It hasn't, I don't think it's really come up, but still. Is it time to replace it? It looks like it. Volta. A better combat shotgun. All right, Pascal. More damage. They have a better dodge reduction, but you have better arm pin. Nothing breaks out the Omniscient Axe. Six to 8. I'll leave that alone for now. Now it can only be equipped by the navigator. Hey, can you have 2 of them? Is that stacked? Yeah. If I take that away, 60. And then for your secondary, you need a... Yeah, we'll give you a sword. Can only be equipped by a heretical follower. Oh, that's right, I probably got it from the Space Marine. Okay. Equipment. Nope. Nope. Five. Just more of the same. Can't wait to sell some of this stuff off. $30. $35. Look into some new equipment. Some black armor. You wear light. Oh, we gotta keep this dodge up. You also wear light. Same thing as your breastplate, except it doesn't give you your stuff down there. Alright. Equipment.
I have proven
These
myself
look like
yet
standard but
again.
defense been reinforced, and their ceiling improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband.
Accomplished.
The siege is covered in dust and has spent a long time at the docks. Boy Doom custom guys. Holy book by the altar. The boy damn customs guy. He's always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? Guess what? They can by the window. We were to bow to the Emperor through the window. That chicken butt? Is that the guess what?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Holy book by the altar. Let's start there. And if we get another thingy, then we know to follow the rest.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
You know, rulers are leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. A and B. Writing to inform that 2 days ago the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. The attack 3 load sorters were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container serial number was stolen along with the contents. Ring 5 functionary Morvito Cavalli. Huh? What? Don't distract me.
The divine watches over us. I rise above hardships.
I see what others do not.
Now is our time out there. Let's go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casabelica, Corda, Von Valantius. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Forcer Light Carapace, 25%. Ah, that looks pretty good on you. Opticon 22. Small hunchback free stares at you breathe unblinkingly. A breathing mouth conceals his gaunt matrix. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his Aquaman shows signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving a general air of lugubriousness. Ugh. The unit identified as largest Opticon 22 is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following folks: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Issuing an official greeting procedure for esteemed, high-value visitors. Glorious success, the House of Valanti is requesting information exchange regarding contract obligation logistic art beta. Let's make a deal. Am I selling that stuff to him or no? No, I'm just sending it all to my cargo. How do I sell it to him? Okay, so everything one of these creates one for me to trade over here for reputation. The more reputation I have, the better this stuff as I can get. Okay. So now I can get this stuff. What is like your max thing then? Good infection against range attacks, plus 10 toughness, 65% armor, focus melt gun. Okay, so it looks like I'll be able to come back to you guys. Do want to get those. This is that's a net cannon. It can immobilize people. Or a bolter, which I think is great for Argenta. I just don't know if I want to spend it, so I'll wait. Now I know a lot more about how that works.
Let us walk this path to the end.
While the container rusted and contents right away, a situation that is uncommon for shipments trying to pass through
Know
customs.
your duty.
My Going to St. Darius, Volume 3.
I have proven myself yet again.
What did that thing say? So 3. Avoid damn customs guy, he's always on duty.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Damn customs guy.
We are bound by the blood of
I guess we
martyrs.
can guess that it's one of those rank 5 guys, but there isn't a 5 on that keypad, is there? No, there is. Okay, so 3-5. Then anger by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Anger by the window. That is it number 3.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Okay. 5, 1, 4. Okay. 5, 4, 1. Ah! These goggles wear bonus to Xenos, and they also grate against Xenos. These are the goggles of racism. 3% dodge into the end of combat for each side power they use. It stacks. That's definitely for you. Are you wearing glasses? Plus 5 hit chance plus 3% crit. He needs that for the armor. Looks like, oh, you're so cool. Look at those. You're gonna be racist towards aliens and become stronger for it. I get you 5% more armor. Alright.
Know
Figure
your
out the
duty.
secret memo. We have our racism glasses because of it. Immune to burning.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully
I
ours.
am forever astonished that Reverend Hieronymus makes do with that shoebox of a chapel in the atrium for his servants. Footfall has several temples, far more befitting his status.
The Drusians are a unique order. They teach people to be content with little, and they follow that principle themselves.
More notes. Pascal, open that box.
The machine god grants me insight.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Hold the line, don't let them escape. Some of their faces are smeared with the anger cries of twisted face leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking laying that ship dock at Footfall? They're all stricken. No, Cuddy. We get their blood on us. We'll be tainted too. Better burn them. Be quiet, you scoundrel. Priest clad in simple black raiments cut through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right. That's Reverend Hieronymus. Let's Raids decided to intervene in a street squab. And who are you supposed to be? And I'm Incendia Corda. Cut the gut. For Lady Theodora. Because I was ignorant. I saw her with my own eyes when she came, and you don't think you look much like her. Silent. She was completely out of your mind. A band of woefully dim-witted replicants who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All of you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting to the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics. We're refugees. I swear it on the Golden Throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. We were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands from humanity from nightmares. Traitors and heretics, a lot of them. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fill this restless cloud is hard on the eye. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow streaks of fear. The red buds swelling, ready to burst to paint all who are gathered here. And for the heart of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they shroud purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of a glacier. The commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me. I don't want to get in trouble over this thought. Use the inner to make up in the direction of Doc Alpha Row. Do as I say, because I am good with words. Arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here in Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me at the time. We can talk then.
Let the faith guide my path to glory. accomplished.
Stuff has been stacked on through this station throughout the time. AMV propaganda is truly everywhere. Ricari behavior, villainy, malice, habitat, everywhere hides diet, doesn't eat, feeds on blasphemous thoughts, fears the emperor, prayer, righteous thoughts. Push the Zenos according to Vertigo. Unknownness. Cruelty, tricky, rampant mating. Boy, doesn't need air, diet rocks, fears the emperor, fire.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Because Baraka trades Xeno artifacts on footfall. Look fairly blatantly at that. And the Ordo Xenos is in no hurry to rectify the situation.
Oh, got too much stuff to do. My patience, you remember the way out. Dismissed. The tall man in austere Greek clothes makes a show of looking past the woman he's addressing. Let him, let him, let him. What eyes she put such words into your mouth? You talk like your imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman who is standing with her back to you let out an ostentatious sigh, then her tone changes dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladimir? Valka has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friend these days? So you don't remember? Then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Hey, Dari, move. Massigar leans down to the woman and says in a low voice, Jace, get going while he's letting you. Go drown your sorrows at the Amesticus and think your lucky stars you will walk out the door. You won't get the chance next time. What a motley crew. First an insult and now threats. I see courtesy and tact are no longer valued commodity on footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heel and heads towards the exit. As she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, then immediately turns away with the flip of her jet black hair. A man who has long since noticed your presence is studying you intently. Vladimir Takara, Leech of Feltfall. Let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. Please follow me. Now you engage in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of your Leech Takara. His expression is aloof and focused. He gestures curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet. As though he's used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Let's talk business. On behalf of the football station, I offer my condolences, Lord Von Valancius. We mourn Lady Theodore's loss, and we hope the cinemas take it as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate. I hope that under your guidance, the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. I am impressed by your prudence. Your decision to arrive on football incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status. It was quite wise. The rumors were spread sooner or later. It's impossible to keep secret something that's known to thousands of people serving on a void ship. But for now, you are free to reap the benefits in anonymity. As you may have noticed, football is currently in a state of crisis. Its people would benefit from the patronage of figures such as yourself. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents of football are akin to natural disasters. Impossible to predict or preempt, they simply happen. Many consider football to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say there's a difference between organized crime and gang of thugs who have nothing to lose. You are attacked by the latter. The Embers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue. An ideologue? A rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. It appears that man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. Sorry for the loss of your assistant. What? Oh, that. Yes, her death was regrettable development. Dead woman walking. Somehow we're still call her Jay Haydari, a small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. Small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, wouldn't likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Liege of Football. What seems stranger is that the Liege knows this for all small fry by name. She is irrelevant, since I'm the one in control of the situation of football and can speak on behalf of all of its noteworthy residents. Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and friend worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Coronis Expanse has departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos threat. There has been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with the Astropass, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. So we are not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by Xenos attack, we receive reports of fierce warriors who descend from the sky and entered the fray. Their fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Coronis Expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Now there have it. Attacking football in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships docked here at any time, and given time and even illicit weapons on board them would make for a decent fighting force, and that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's customs officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. I hear you. You must have misunderstood. What I meant was, loyal servants of the Emperor ought to trade their spoils here on football, including those claimed in battles with otherworldly beasts. Any other forms of interaction with Xenos are, of course, persecuted without mercy. Protection? Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with port navigation array here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extends far beyond this area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Calixus sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the Maw in recent years, none have yet returned. The last ship that came through the Maw from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. The world warp is unpredictable. Its fluctuations are common, even expected occurrence. But not this one. And thus brings us to our main issue. Football is a repair ship and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station actually has some reserves, but the supply issue didn't start yesterday. Football would be obliged if House Von Volantis would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Corda would have bled football dry, and as for the esteemed Calagus Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport the Navica. Packed with refugees, I had to send them off to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must create more pressing concerns for Lord Winterscale, and so I put my faith in you, the third and last of football's allies. It's simple. Deliver your food shipments from your fertile world, Janus I imagine, I'm quite familiar with the Jewel of the Von Volantis Protector, in exchange for fair payment. Been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Ambers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. Here, I'm the main dealer in the station. It would be disrespectful of me to suggest that you take your business to football traders is less important. Still, you might make an interest that few people know. Reverend Doloroso, the servants of the Ecclesiarch, is running to purchase sacred relics. Goods I can entertain you, find Octavania in the establishment called the Adeptus Domesticus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Not discerning clientele. Heretic trophies and Xenos artifacts. Although his stuff, it takes much less to get further down. Plasma grenades. Man, he really just like has it right out dead center. For someone who says they need provisions, he certainly isn't paying a lot for them. Again, he has good stuff, but I don't... Oh, okay. So I can just request that. And now I have it. Okay. Okay.
The Divine watches over us!
Please report that inspection being completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. Void ship is ready to depart. Here's waiting for your further instruction. There are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Of course, of course. Alright, let's go back to... Never mind, a well-groomed young man calls out to use clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that are expensive, but unshowy. The bride key embroidered in a prominent spot. Noble sir, a minute of your time, if you please. I am Bastion and Durama Pastal Corda, youngest cousin of House Corda, envoy of Insidia Bastal Corda, rogue trader of Corona's expanse by the grace of the most holy emperor, and you must be an envoy. Corda, they are some of the most influential rogue traders in the Corona's expanse, but not on footfall. This station is under control of House Winterscale. Splendid, it is a pleasure speaking with an equal. Truth be told, I'm a little further impressed by the powers that be. Neither utmost delicacy. You see, even to the residents of the Liege, Valetum is almost certainly appeal to you for assistance in the random shipments of footfall. The Bond Valancia's protector is famed for the abundance of its main agro world, Janus. It would be odd for him not to seize on such an opportunity when footfall is on the verge of famine. However, Corda Dynasty pursues its own interests on football. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling. I am hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Corda Dynasty believes that cooperation would be preferred for both raid trader houses. If you refuse Valetum, thereby forcing him to deal with us, the Corda Dynasty confirms you share the profits from the future contract. As Lord Sir should be most concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profit among themselves, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's world is at stake. Behind your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's rash of these negotiations proves fruitless, or the wrath of House from Valancius? Strong words, perhaps you'd like to give a little more consideration. That to the Andrew's rule.
Grovel before the faithful.
Show them no mercy.
Alright. Front line. How do I rotate this?
Rejoice in service.
I guess I can.
Step towards our ultimate victory.
Clean it up.
And so shall it be done.
I am your blade and shield. The shadows killing brings me no pleasure.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
We'll take it.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Stun grenade. Okay, stun twice.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
A dance of blades and shadows. Death is a blessing, as the tenets demand. As honor ordains, let your soul be purged. I shall not fail. The shadows will see it done.
Oh, come on.
As honor ordains.
Me? If you insist, look. Another foe painted black. If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Vital functions successfully terminated.
Yeah, you did.
A tactically sound approach. I'm not interested. One fewer target.
Hold on. Let's get to it.
Running binary override. Request approved. Request denied. Running binary override.
Please don't tell me you missed that. Boy, did you not.
Out of my way.
From a mile away, Pascal said, reach out and touch faith.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens. This is beyond me. Rejoice in service.
High momentum.
The scriptural process is favorable.
No, he did miss.
Actions will speak louder than your corrupt way has failed you. And so shall it be done.
I bring mercy and retribution. Trust me. As honor comes, the other side awaits. The shadows will see it done.
The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Death is a blessing. Trust me. As the tenets demand. Caught by the web hound, the other side awaits.
Let's make it quick!
Emperor, give me strength.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call.
Quest approved. Messiah knows all. Vow is
Scared yet?
Let's get to it!
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Rejoice in battle! I'll do it. For you, my Emperor! Faith shields me!
I have read tomes of military tactics.
My place is at the fore. I will do my duty. An exemplary strike! It will be done.
as the tactical imperative dictates. Cogitation fails.
Here we go. Hold on.
Rejoice! Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
That was a thing. Watch your back, make sure you're not being followed.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Just 100 awareness. Just be aware of your surroundings.
This explorator is blessed with
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
And he says they're pirate nation, but they have literally everything at their fingertips.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Favorite allies. Whether the effect of the wearer's voice, the command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, they attack deals an additional 18%. A great sword. That's great. Yeah, hers lasts all around, so I think that's the better one anyways.
As it should be.
Which indicates that those with prickly bedoom and B are carved into the victim's shoulder blade.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let's go back to the void dock, because I want to go back to the Techno Priest, and then I think we'll probably call it there. If I did stay muted for like the first half hour of the stream, I'm going to be a little mad at myself, but if you stuck around, I appreciate it. I'm very stupid and infrequent to make mistakes like this, and will probably continue to do so for as long as I do this. Like, that's just the way it's gonna be. Servitor. Opticon, official greetings binds you to synchronous communication. Discharge of contract logistic card data. Is it because I like increase my reputation with them? Eudora made that 25, 30 years ago. No, she made the contract. We gotta do it. So 6 Adeptus Mechanicus Prometheum takers on Central's Friday. I'm certain that we never receive payment.
Your duty.
Information exchange. Permission to discharge, reciprocate, validate the mutual contractual obligated, designated logistic card data. Volume of high grade Prometheum equal to the fuel of 6 totally employed tankers. Received it, they didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle account. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? It can be made to Volantis assets at the current time after which contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archive, confirm your status regarding acceptance. 2 mobile extractors. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded to the hold. The contractual obligation, logistic Arthita is concluded. Priesthood Depths is interested and considered expeditious cooperation under the terms of the Treaty of Mars is willing to provide services to bound Valance's dynasty. The priority of service tax can be raised as the links are strengthened. Any samples of sacred technology, xenotech, miscellaneous items, storage, study, and/or disposal of the aforementioned objects for a virtual right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The face of the Coronis Expanse is the sacred mission operational objective of the Cosmic Fleet. Additional 1 on the minimum, 2 on the max. Better rate of fire. Better ammo. What was the other thing I got? It is not. Plus agility bonus %, dodge and parry against melee attacks. I think we're keeping that as is for now, and probably forever, because that seems really good. And the other thing was the Weber. Alright. That's what. Oh, Lord Captain. On an integral which fried to you presumably something in camp? Not at all. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Glad to hear that my present aboard your ship did not leave you with any unpleasant memories. I hope your disposition won't change once I've explained the reason for my visit. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired in Rika Minoras. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that were assumed in the death of the star. According to their finds, the threat now hangs over the worlds. This time yours, Lord Captain. My Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronis Expanse, the rotator of House Valances, is to take on the agenda of the Most Holy Inquisition, provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. The Lord Inquisitor deemed that my present aboard your ship and in your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side. Our party before arrival was premature. The cause of the activity of humanity, including the cult of the Final Dawn, in my absence, the situation in the Coronis Expanse has changed. I received an exhaustive report from my agents. Their heresy has taken root in the region where the bound Valacia's world lie. Probably already know about the fate of the industrial world Kiava Gamma. If not, then I will share with you, but I'm not here, but I talk about will not be overheard. answer befitting a righteous servant of the Emperor. Duty has brought you aboard the rogue trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sisters. I'll be traveling with one of the blessed Odetta Sororitas. Master von Calix, since you are with us once more, I do hope you will find the time to finish our conversation about the literary works of Cronala the Blessed. I will make every effort, Lady Orcelio. I must also deliver this to you. The Lord Quest specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask that you read it as soon as you have time. That's everything for the time being. Are you headed, or do you... Message. May his faithful forever remain in the light of his favor. Let me first express my condolences on the tragic death of Theodora. Nevertheless, I was elated to learn that the one of the rogue trader has been passed to a worthy and promising heir. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion of your person. As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the Von Valence dynasty and are our most dire when grim portents of dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Coronus expanse. I've been duty-bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that is indeed incoming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become the pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. So I greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favor. From now on, you have a trusted friend within the holy orders of the Emperor's Inquisition, a receptive confidant of whom you can rely. Should the dark times ahead require you to make questionable choices, have no doubt that such an incident will be examined in an exceedingly temperate fashion that rules out the most radical forms of judgment. I have faith in the success of our partnership and thank you for your contributions, both past and future. Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Basically, he said, do what you want, as long as it's not egregious, we'll look the other way. But that is going to be the last thing I do before I log out for the day. For those of you who caught this, I want to say thank you, and y'all have a good night. Bye.